Chapter 10. Today we are learning another past tense which is called the simple past tense. It's also called the narrative past because it's narrating past events. And this simple past tense is used for official communication, for any written German, essays, newspaper articles, dissertations. So, in speaking, we use the perfect tense. We said, ich bin gegangen, I have gone, ich habe gelernt, I have learned. But when you write in German, then you must use the simple past tense. Now let's look at how the simple past tense of regular verbs is formed. In English, I learned. We added an ed. In German, ich lernte. So the ed in English is the equivalent of the T added to the stem in German. I studied, again ed, ich studierte. Again you see the ed in English and the T in German. Now, fairy tales are the best examples of past tense writing. And if you go on the internet and type in Grimm Brothers fairy tales, you'll find a whole big group of them, and they're all written in the past tense because they narrate past events. Once upon a time, es war einmal. Okay, now let's look at how we conjugate a regular verb. I picked the verb lernen. Okay, ich lernte. We saw that to the stem you added a T, right? The ending for ich is I. Du lernt, again the T, test. Lernte, again you have the T and the E. So you notice ich and SES have the E ending. Wir lernten, T to the stem. Ihr lerntet, T to the stem. Sie lernten, T added to the stem, and then the personal ending. So, ich lernte, I learned. Du lerntest, you learned. SES lernte, he, she, it learned. Wir lernten, we learned. Ihr lerntet, you all learned. And sie lernten, they learned. Now, we can translate this in three different ways in English. We can say I learned, we can say I did learn, or I was learning. But all three English phrases translate into just one German verb. Stem, add your T, and then the personal endings. Now, when we have verbs that end in D, T, or N, then we have to add an N before we add the T to the stem. So let's look at it. So if you say he worked, you would say arbeitet. That's our stem. Then we insert the E, then the T for past tense, and the personal ending. Just like putting a Lego puzzle together. Arbeitete. Landen, to land. The pilot landed the plane, right? Land. Again, here's our stem ending in D. Add an E. T for past tense. E for personal ending. Landete. Regnen. It rained. Es regnen. Here's our stem. Add the E, the T for past tense, and the personal ending. Es regnete. The hardest one is arbeitete, because some people wrap their tongue around that verb and don't get it out right. So, arbeitete, landete, es regnete. So what you have to remember when you form the past tense of a regular verb like lernen, you add a T to the stem, and then to that you add personal endings. And you notice that ich, SES, add an E as their personal ending.